All right. Well, once again, I have no idea where this is bit. I have no idea where this is gonna go. Just getting on here to chat. See how just recap of everything. Recap of this week and maybe think about some plans for this upcoming week. And just some basic thoughts that I've been having, I guess. Trying to be consistent, it's fucking difficult. I feel like I'm trying to do a lot in a very short amount of time and be successful at each individual thing very quickly. And I know that's not how it goes. And I've definitely learned patience is a big fucking deal. But I mean, to recap on the company a bit, our Saturday market is 11 to 5. 11 to 4. I got distracted by this Tosh Sultana tiny desk. But yeah, our Saturday market is 11 to 4 at Lonely Cowboy Studios. And our goal is to have, 5 to 7 vendors in the studio to sell their goods or services, I guess. It would probably mostly be goods. And we could even add in like a food or drink person at the bar. They could sell there too. And I think it'd be sick. I mean, to have a little market in East Aurora like that, like even in East Aurora, it's just never been done. And this is the place to do it. This is a cool little aesthetically pleasing building and layout. And of course, you coming to the market, it kind of give a visual to the podcast too. Like we have our set, with you can only see this couch, but we have a chair there, another couch there, TV there, 4 mics, 2 box lights, and then the 3 tables are dividing that from where we do photo shoots and where the market would be. Then we got the clothing rack over there that has all of from our company. It would be any of the clothes we make, so like the tattoo artists collab tees, and the Lonely Cowboy originals. And those are jackets, vintage, like jean jacket / I have some Carhartt jackets in there. Just like gritty kind of jackets. And I paint on most of them so far. I painted both the sleeves, Lonely Cowboy, and then a back design. And they've come out pretty fucking cool. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I love doing those. They do take a long time, which kind of sucks, but I think they're sick and they're so unique because everyone is different. And that's kind of like the only kind of creative outlet I have besides the podcast. But as far as like really traditional like art painting, I guess, that's the only place I really do it now. Because I think it's just like, I wish I could show how it looks right now. It's very cool and interesting to see a different jacket, but all kind of similar in the way that they're all like that, kind of grittiness. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Anyways, those are cool. They're fun. I've realized that I need to kind of lean into my creative side a bit more. And I haven't been able to do that as much as I would have liked to. And that's just because I have to focus on other things right now, and I kind of have to suppress my creativity and focus on the little things it takes to run all of this. And I think I know it is. It's just how every business starts, and you got to do the shitty work in order to do the stuff you want to do. I totally get that. But I'm a creator at heart. And when I feel like I can't express how I'm feeling through words, I need that outlet to kind of express everything. I mean, whether it's painting or making a video that's not like this. Like, this is a very straightforward, no cuts, pretty basic video. But I want to dive deeper into like the more thought out, scripted, more planned out, longer films. And those just take so much time and energy. It's just impossible to try and focus on those while also doing everything else here. And it does get frustrating not being able to kind of, when you feel like stuck and like you just can't put it into words. You don't know what's going on, but you can't figure out how to put it into words. Like, you can in a way, but for me, I have a really hard time, like, confidently expressing how I feel in words sometimes, but I'm very confident in how I can creatively express that. So for me, that's easier than talking. Sometimes talking is very good. In most scenarios, communication and talking is always the best. But sometimes it's just you just don't want to talk, and you just kind of want to soak in it, figure it out, and just let your work kind of do the talking almost. Let your habits and your routines and your daily decision making to reflect how you're feeling. And if you can look at that from like a personal standpoint, this is kind of where I was going with this whole thing. Like, I've been reflecting on my daily habits and routine and how much time I'm spending on each thing, and do I think, say, A affects B, which then affects C, which then affects D, like the butterfly effect. And I've definitely come to some realizations that I need to tighten up and be better and really lock in and not focus on bullshit and focus on what you need to fucking focus on. This is like me talking to myself almost. Yeah. And it's not that I'm not doing that now. I'm just not doing that efficiently. I need to be doing it efficiently. So then I don't have as much anxiety, and I know how things are going to go in an efficient way. And I think that's just like a downside of being a creative minded person or artist, or, it's like we can't predict when some inspiration is going to come or when the next big idea is going to come. Like, you can't predict it. And sometimes you get in these funks and you can't explain it, and everyone else doesn't understand, but you get it and you know what you have to do. So I don't know. I guess that was kind of a big tangent, but it's just a lot to manage. A lot of ideas. That's my big problem. My buddy told me this. He's like, Kellen, or actually he calls me Keegan. He's like, Keegan, we both have like shiny object, or he called us like shiny object people, which is very true. Like whenever we have that like big idea, we gravitate toward that, and we but we don't focus enough time on the thing that we are already working on, and we move on to that, but it definitely makes sense. The only problem is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ideas that could be completely separate businesses if the resources and money were there for each. I could turn them into 5 separate businesses. And I want to do that so bad, because it just seems so obvious to me. And it's difficult for me to portray that vision to others. Mind you, all of this is under Lonely Cowboy. It's like, from a business fan standpoint, I think it's one of the coolest. I don't know if infrastructure is the right word. I think it's one of the coolest overall. What's that? Overall diverse combination of the little businesses. Sometimes I have a trouble describing it, but it all makes sense to me, man, and it's so clear. And we've gotten pretty far into 3 of them already. On to the 4th. All these are in motion, but they take time, and then working on all of them separately is a lot. But I can't give up on one of them, because I know that everyone has potential in their own way to be something huge. And then this 5th idea, I also think it's just a great addition to what we already have going on. And it fits into everything. I know a lot of people have told me, like, hey, I love what you do, but I'm kind of confused on what you do. Which makes sense. I get it. But also, it's it'll all make sense in the end. Everything will make sense. And every piece has to work in order for the other pieces to work. But when they're all firing, it's like a fucking machine, dude. If every aspect of this fires and hits, you there's no stopping it. Like, and I think that's the craziest part, because it's like, for all of that to hit is a lot. It's definitely a stretch, but hey, it's possible, and I think I can do it. I don't see how it goes any other way. And maybe that's me being like a delusional optimist, which I've pondered that question with myself many, many times. I don't know if I am. I think you kind of have to be, in a sense, to take high risks in order to get the high reward. I think you have to be somewhat of a delusional optimist. I wouldn't say I'm optimistic about everything, but when I need to be, I can turn it on. And I know that you have to believe in your product so much, in anything, and believe that it's the best, and believe that, whatever you're doing, you're the best at, and continuously believing in yourself when no one else does. You have to do that in order to succeed. And I've definitely gotten better at that throughout the years. Am I fucking crazy? Who knows? But it's definitely not a deterrent. I like the pressure. I just need to figure out a way to maximize efficiency. So I'm not I just don't want to be stressed and anxious, man, just like everyone. I don't want to be stressed. And, stress is going to come. I just don't want, man, every time I catch myself complaining, I just, like, in the back of my head, there's some little dude that's just like, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut up. I hate complaining. I'm trying to catch myself in it and just be grateful, honestly. And I have been being more grateful recently, which is good. Usually that's a sign that I'm heading in the right direction. Like, for anyone who doesn't experience depression or anxiety, I can't speak for everyone, but this is how my shit usually goes. There'll be a time where you catch yourself doing bad things. You don't know you're doing them, but it's just continuous over time. And then it slowly creeps up on you that you're, like, continuously fucking up and whatever. And then you get to a breaking point and it's fucking hell for like 2-3 weeks. And then you slowly add in the things that will eliminate those feelings of being depressed or anxious. For me, it's getting enough sleep, eating right, drinking water, yoga, limiting, like, screen time, for example. If I can do all those things, I'll feel way better. So it goes like the build up, the break, slowly building the routine back, getting that solid routine, cold showers too. Then you feel like $1,000,000. And then you start to get bored of that. And then you go back into, like, kind of letting loose a little bit more. And it'll be a few months of, being super healthy and then being pretty healthy, but more laid back. And then it's just a cycle back. So I'm trying to figure out the balance between not, like, being super anal about my health, while also enjoying, moments with people and celebrating. Sometimes it's good to celebrate, but I haven't felt like I deserved to celebrate anything yet. But yeah. So I'm getting out of, like, that kind of, I'm in, like, the middle of, like, a breaking point, and into my good routine of that timeline. I don't know if any of that made sense. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Like I said, these videos, it's just real, it's raw. I don't know what they're going to be good for, if they're going to hit. I don't fucking know. But I feel like there's nothing real in this world anymore. That's a conversation for next time, but I've been really frustrated with how I feel like nothing is real and we're just so, me included, don't take this the wrong way. I am 100% in this. These fucking things literally control our life. Just be conscious of it and see how much your thoughts are determined by what you see on your phone and how much time you're spending on your phone. It is fucking disgusting. And, yeah, nothing feels real. That's the point I'm trying to get at. But anyways, yeah, let's wrap it up. Thanks for coming by. We'll talk next time. Peace.